戦場むくろ。
Was?
戦場むくろ。
Usabamukuro.
この学園に潜む16人目の高校生。超高校級の絶望と呼ばれる女子高校生。戦場むくろに気をつけて。
Mukuro Ikusaba. Welcome, by the way. Chapter 5. In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, the morning in the dining hall. So let's begin the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, you didn't make the small talk or anything, we never just get to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Jeez, how high is that horse of yours? He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think anyway. By the way, I typed in something to Google and guess what happened? I spoiled myself. Or like Google spoiled me with the autofill. So I'm gonna fucking disable this shit. Vivaldi. Disable autofill. I'd rather just type in things, you know, I never ever fucking wanna be spoiled ever again. Fucking hate this shit, man. Oh Google, have you heard about the fact that in this video game what happens later? Fuck you, man. Settings address bar. That's auto-complete. Disable that shit. So if I type in Kyoko something, then it won't do it. Okay, thank you. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder. And no matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them. Hey Toko, you have been pretty quiet. Man, you're so boring now, you just sit there like a mushroom. Gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom. She didn't snap back at you. Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission. What? But if she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I don't care. And you're okay with that, Toko? Jeez, how low is that rock you're hiding under? I believe this is the small talk Byakuya warned us against. And yet I let myself get involved. But now it is finished, I will never allow you to drag me down to your level again. We are going to begin our search. Stop running your mouths and start moving your legs. Pressured by an obviously irritated Byakuya, we all started our exploration. This is where the bathroom cleaning supplies are stored. It also leads to the secret room. I should probably avoid going in and out of there too much. Always miss this fucking stairs. So here I am on the 5th floor of the Hope Speak Academy. The 5th floor has been opened to us, and is totally different from all the floors we have seen up till now. For some reason it feels unpleasant. Huh? Does she want to talk to me about something? Loco, what's wrong? Is she trying to say something? I think she's almost just a little more and I might get it. I'm sorry, but I have no idea what it is you're trying to tell me. So, she just let her shoulders drop. She looks so sad. I guess she gave up. This floor feels different compared to all the others. I'm not sure what it is. Is there some reason for that? I hope it's not anything too creepy. What the hell is this? The grotesque horror of the room struck me hard and fast. What I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled was sour, pungent, impossible rank. It smells awful, doesn't it? It must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you have been around your fair share of corpses. Are you saying? It's the smell of death, their flesh and fat and blood. There was no surprise in his voice, no shock. But he was right, I had experienced this smell more than once before. It was the smell of death and despair. But the smell here is strong, condensed. It's the smell of a battlefield. Monokuma must have... What, my fault again? Stop trying to blame everything on me. If you hadn't done what you did, this would never happen. No, it's quite the opposite. The opposite? Yup, let me give you an itty bitty eegy squeaky little hint. As far as this room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it exactly how I found it. What? How's that for a hint? Better than those stupid hints you get from NPCs in those mean old RPGs. But it's pretty scary, huh? Blood all over the walls and junk. Of course, even in the outside where people die bloody gruesome deaths every day. So it's not really a big deal, just keep your chin up and keep on living, soldier. What's he talking about? He just left it the way he found it? What's the meaning of this? There's blood all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever against such a ghastly sight. It appears all the bloodstains are dry. And the color has changed as well. I think it's a bit safe to assume these stains are considerably old. This is all really blood. Late night streams are V? Late night streaming are we? Hey, welcome. Yeah, I've been addicted to this game. I think 5 days ago is when I started playing this. And I have 23 hours in the game. I'm almost at the end of it. Pretty much. Also, I don't have to go tomorrow to work. That's the reasoning behind this. This is already blood. But at the same time, a week later I'm gonna have a huge exam. A huge fucking exam. A humongous fucking exam. Yeah, I've seen it, you were playing it. Is it any good? No, it's bad. That's the reason I'm playing it. No, it's amazing actually. It really is the best game I have played this year, I think. I don't think any game that really got me this hooked. Yeah, I don't think there is. I'm a masochist. Of course, I wouldn't find it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom? Seems like he's enjoying himself. No way can I keep up with someone like that. There are white chalk outlines drawn all over the floor. How many bodies were there? I've seen this kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You always see it at the scene of a murder. I wish I could say I don't believe it. Byakuya, about Monokuma just told us. It's like, I'm not even here, he must be lost in thought. Is he really thinking that hard, or he is just flat out ignoring me? How's it going, by the way? This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. It seems pretty useless when he's on it, when he's not on it. What the fuck is up in this room, man? Also, the reason why I'm rushing this game to the finish line, so I wanna finish it really fast, is because I hate spoiling myself. I realize that. I always say that, oh, it doesn't matter, it might be BS, you know, this spoiler is not real, I just like try to cope with it. But 99% of the time when you see something on Google or YouTube, a random motherfucker on YouTube spoils the fucking shitty movie for you, or game, or TV series, or anything. It's just so fucking shit. You don't get to experience it for yourself. Since there isn't really a clear way to block out memories or anything like that, it's really hard to get rid of that. So I'm just rushing to the end of the game, so I might not spoil myself that much. But I already know two bit of information about one character that I didn't want. A printer Samurai Indro, it's a small box for carry stuff. What? Sorry about the screaming, by the way. It's always the YouTube comments. It's always the YouTube comments. Fuck is this? Samurai Indro. Traditional Japanese case for holding small objects suspended from the obi. Sash worn around the waist when wearing a kimono. Did you also make a kimono? Otherwise it's pretty gay, man. I don't know what to say. Just to be sure, I should take a look in that tool shed. Oh, this is where the murder weapon will come from, 99%. This place seems totally disorganized, from a lawnmower to a fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools. Fuck you, I don't have a sewing machine. Should marry a girl who has one. Then you wouldn't have this problem. Like I did. I mean, I don't have it. I did what I said. I married a girl who has a sewing machine. Yeah, pretty much. Leaning against the back wall, is that a pickaxe? Huh? Oh, there's something carved into the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamond. Crazy diamond? I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. Yeah, the Mondo case. There are different kinds of gardening tools here. Are they trying to get us to become self-sufficient? Where did that idea come from to make such thing? Because I don't think I ever heard of Samurai Indro before, ever in my life. There's a lawnmower here. Even with this here, who's actually gonna take care of the lawn. Nice. Bags of fertilizer are piled up. There are so many different kinds to choose from. Found it a few days ago. You already made one. What is this? This thing is super weird, super creepy. Flowers aren't supposed to get this big. Is this thing real? Watch out! That's a monokuma flower, I came up with the name myself. Try and touch it and you're in for some real excitement. Your heart's all like whoa, and the plant's all like snap, and your flesh is all like blah, I'm dead. In other words, it's a monstrosity. It's pretty freaking amazing if I do say so myself. A student at Hope's Peak added improvement after improvement and created this miracle creature. The ultimate botanist, although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy. By the way, despite how it looks, the flower is super practical. It can eat paper, plastic, even people, so it's totally good for the environment. Well, I gotta go. Someone has to work. Yeah, that someone is not me. Thanks for being here. Unlucky, man. Sadly, it's me. Just take a vacation. Just take a day off. It's fine. Thank you, Base Madoka. Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for the future growth of a healthy society. Not that I would know anything about that myself. Spouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. Whatever it is, I will better keep my distance.
Whoa.
At first I thought I saw blue skies, but turns out they just painted the walls and the ceiling. Oh, but the plants are all real. It's been a while since I smelled vegetation. It helps me relax. That's not what you're thinking, is it? Huh? Why is it that bad? Don't you get it? Don't you realize the true horror of plant life? It's there just beneath the surface, beneath their calm exterior. They are always watching and waiting. And when they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore, they will put their plan for global human extinction into action. I'm serious. Is this a chicken coop? Coop? What's a chicken coop, dude? What the fuck is a chicken coop? What in the world is that? Oh, you mean... what's this in another word? Well, this is specifically for the chicken version of it. It's basically a chicken farm. Yeah, same shit. I never heard anyone say co-op. That's weird. This place even has chickens, huh? They're just regular chickens, right? Like they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs or something crazy like that. Seems safe. It's a chicken. It's really alive, right? There's no mistake. It's a chicken. Six chickens. Do you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah, I love these little guys. They are seriously cute. And there's exactly 5 of them. 5? 5, you know? The number that comes after 4 and before 6, at least in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, whenever the number 5 pops up, that's a good omen. It contains the mysteries of the cosmos. It's a number of power, refreshing number on par with hand-squeezed all-natural lemonade. It never lets me get a word in edgewise. I mean, they are absolutely everywhere. How many cameras does this place have anyway? I don't think I've seen everything. Huh? How come? Oh, there's also this thing here. There's some kind of control panel set near the wall. Does it control the air conditioning or something? It's for the sprinklers. Sprinklers? Yeah, it controls the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change it without permission. Of course, the settings panel is locked, so you couldn't change it if you wanted to. So that means the sprinklers go off at 7:30 AM every morning? Yup, you got it. It's super user friendly, which sucks. So if you get here too early, you get drenched, so watch yourself. But you're not a little kid, right? You're too old to go running through sprinklers anyway. Or do you have some kind of water fetish? I'm gonna tell everyone. What Kyoko told me yesterday, what the heck did it mean?
戦場ムクロ
Ikusaba Mukuro,
この学園に潜む16人目の高校生
the 16th student lying hidden somewhere in the school.
超高校級の絶望と
The
呼
one
ばれ
they
る女子
call the
高校生
ultimate despair.
戦場ムクロに気をつけて
Watch out for her. I'm Kyoko. I'm not going to say anything. I can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. Her gaze darted up to the surveillance camera.
ね
You understand why, right? She was trying to tell me whatever it was important. The mastermind couldn't find out. But how did Kyoko get her hands on information that could be that important?
じゃあ
We are finished here. She made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end. And just like usual, I didn't understand anything better than before. Hey Kyoko. She won't even make eye contact. Guess she really doesn't feel like talking. The target seems pretty far away, gotta say pretty proud for my eyesight. Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry tree planted here and it's in full bloom.
ね
It's quite elegant. This is what you consider elegant? I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese style scenery is refreshing. But considering situation, isn't it kinda out of place? Suit of armor is on display, it's extremely Japanese. It's a straw post used for sword practice. Did they use it for training here too? There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. The wooden lockers and keys remind me of super old school public bathhouses. No matter when, no matter where, surveillance cameras are following our every move. I mean, they are absolutely everywhere. How many cameras does this place have anyway? Examine the other tree. Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry tree planted here and it's in full bloom.
ええ
It's locked. We came all this way just to be denied here. The sign in the hall says Biolab. A biolab that we are forbidden from seeing into. Kinda sounds like something out of an old cheesy horror movie. I guess I've seen that what there is to see up here for now. But once again, nothing I found seems to make any real sense. I need to head back to the dining hall and find out what the others turned up. One after another, everyone made their way to the dining hall, and before too long, it would appear everyone has returned. But still, it's just the 6 of us, that's barely enough for a decent volleyball team. Hey, don't be sour, Puss. We gotta think positive. Besides, even if one more person dies, we can still field the basketball team. That's like reverse positive thinking. Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. For the sake of everyone we have lost, we have to do our best. Can we stop all this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered. I checked all the windows on the 5th floor, front to back. That used to be kinda Sakura's job, but anyway, no dice. There were metal plates on all the windows just like everywhere else, which means no chance of escape on the 5th floor either. But when I was looking around, I realized something about the layout of the school. What exactly did you notice about the layout of the school? You took a good look around the 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Makoto? Why do you ask? Because if you did, you must have noticed the 5th floor is lacking something every other floor has. Lighting. Something on all the other floors but not on the 5th floor. Are you talking about stairs? There aren't any stairs leading up from the 5th floor. That's what you're talking about, right? Does that mean the 5th floor is the end? We are finally starting to get a real clear picture of this school. All that's left now is to solve the underlying mystery. But that's the hardest part. Even if it's hard, we still gotta do it. Yeah, Hina's right. Everything will be okay. As long as we work together, I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No, I'm not sure. We absolutely will make it out, no matter what it takes. Hey Byakuya, it seems like Toko wants to say something. So, why are you telling me? Because you told her to zip it or whatever. Ah, I had forgotten about that. Jesus man, I know you like torturing her, but come on. Well, Toko, if you want to envelop us all in your putrid breath, I won't stop you. You honor me, master. Oh, don't worry, I took care of the odor problem. Seriously, you're just gonna take it? Shut up and don't interrupt when master and me are talking. Okay, so what did you want to tell us? Well, I was in the classroom on the 5th floor and something caught my attention. It was this. A knife? Oh, that thing is huge, it's like Rambo size. It's a survivor knife or some type. But what was it doing in the classroom? How would I know? What are you gonna use that knife for? What are you planning to do to us? I'm not gonna do anything, I just picked it up. I didn't wanna leave a knife just laying around. I would rather have it laying around than in the hands of a serial killer. Don't compare to me her, I'm nothing like her. Listen, more important. Now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it? We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyway, it's too dangerous. So what to do? Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Me? Well, I totally trust Makoto to take care of it. That's that. Hold on, don't I get a say? It just shows how much they trust you. You should do as they ask. Are you sure it's trust? I feel like they are just using me. Okay, so here you go, Makoto. You're acting like I already said yes. Fine. I guess there's nothing I can do. I just keep it in my desk drawer for now. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Toko. Oh, do I still have a bad breath? Sorry, I'm sorry, it stinks. I'm sorry, it stinks. You made a valuable discovery. Good job. Did Master just praise me? Hey, good for you. I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. That I would ever experience such a dream. I feel strange. So strange, really strange. Oh no. Whenever I look at Toko these days, it makes me feel sad. Well, there's a big garden up on the 5th floor and I found more than one thing to be worried about. A stupidly large plant, a chicken coop, and I know what you're gonna say about a tool shed. Monokuma said that was called a Monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we have to be careful. It's totally a man-eating plant. I'm pretty sure it's different from the one that lives in the pipe though. Anyway, that thing must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in there. Oh yeah, apparently the sprinklers come on every morning at 7:30 on the dot. Yeah, remember that you don't want to get drenched and catch a cold. Well, you don't have to worry. They say idiots never catch colds, you know. Of course not, because idiots never get wet. I think you're thinking of ducks. I'm starting to worry about you, Hiro. Can you tell me what 10 plus 10 is? Hey, come on, you don't always have to call me dumb. I may have been held back 3 times, but that doesn't make me stupid. But if it will make you happy, I answer your dumb question. So what was the question again? Don't worry, you just answered it. My concern is with the biolab. That was the only place on the 5th floor that we couldn't access. The biolab? I wonder what's in there. If this were like cliché horror game, it would be some kind of creature, the final boss or tyrant or... We are not in a horror game though. Either way, we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood no matter how much you think about it. Your tiny brains can only do so much, so focus on utilizing them efficiently. I don't really like how you said it, but what you said is probably right. No, I said it is right too. By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor? Well, no, strange is a massive understatement. The smell of flesh and fat and blood. The white outlines of countless corpses. It was more dreadful than anything I have encountered here so far. What the hell are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific, far beyond any normal murder scene. Everybody's smell concentrated. God, I'm glad I didn't see it. I feel like I'm gonna barf just hearing you describe it. But I mean, what the hell happened in that room? I can only think of one thing. A large group of people died right here, right there in that room. A bunch of people were killed in there? Stop, seriously, I'm gonna throw up. Perhaps that's what was meant by the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. You're thinking the same thing then. My theory is the mass murder that took place in that room is the incident said to have happened 1 year ago. That was the tragedy that happened a year ago. Besides that, the tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope Speak Academy. If that's true, that would explain why Hope Speak was forced to close its doors. I mean, I guess that's all makes sense, but it's all just so awful. Not just awful, super awfully awful. Yeah, right, it's beyond awful. It's rather tragic, hopeless, but still, how is it none of us have ever heard about something like that happening? Does that mean they really did cover it up? A strange room on the 5th floor. We can only assume that a large number of people died in that room. So that mass murder that took place in that room is the incident said to have happened 1 year ago. The awful scene in that room. That was the tragedy that happened a year ago? Precisely, the tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope Speak. Same thing. Why didn't I not talk to him? I think I heard everyone. Didn't I hear everyone talk? I think I did. Oh yeah. There were a bunch of chickens in the chicken coop, right? That's right, 5 chickens. I love chickens. Let's raise them up big and fat. Then we can make fried chicken or barbecue. Decision. Or how about raw? Because there's nothing fresher than raw, right? I'm pretty sure that I would kill you. That would kill you. I would. You notice it too, huh? That pickaxe? Huh? What about the pickaxe? Well, there was a pickaxe in the tool shed, and the words Crazy Diamond had been carved into the handle. Haven't we seen that phrase somewhere before? Crazy Diamond? Yeah, that does sound kind of familiar, I think. I don't just think, I know. We have definitely seen that phrase before. Where? Oh, that's it, I remember. It was on Mondo's uniform, on the back of his jacket. His jacket said the same thing, right? Crazy Diamond. You're absolutely right. But why would that be on the pickaxe in the garden? Mondo must have snuck in there and done it, right? But we didn't have access to the garden until today. Then maybe Mondo brought it with him when he first came here and Monokuma confiscated it? Whatever the reason, that's what stuck out to me in the tool shed, the pickaxe connected to Mondo. Well, what stuck out to me wasn't the pickaxe at all. Huh? Then what did? What I noticed was the lawnmower. I'm thinking maybe we can use it to call for help. Are you gonna call for help with the lawnmower? I don't know, maybe I can use it to make a crop circles or something. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna make crop circles. And we can use those to call for help. What the heck's happened to you? You weren't like this in the beginning, you know? Well, back then my personality hadn't quite solidified yet. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm more disappointed in you now than I ever been. But I think that's all the new information we have for now. So now what do we do? Well, starting today you are all under my command, but before we proceed I need to figure something out. Jeez, how cocky can you be? You're gonna bust through the ceiling and your head gets any bigger. So what it is you wanna figure out? Kyoko's identity. Huh? Kyoko's identity? But Kyoko is Kyoko, right? Yes, but who is she? The rest of us have a clear, definable reason for having been selected to attend Hope's Peak Academy. Hina is the ultimate swimming pro, Hiro is the ultimate clairvoyant, even Makoto is the ultimate lucky student. More unlucky than lucky these days, but... So what about Kyoko? Can you tell me what she is? Now that you mention it, she's never told us. Like, Kyoko doesn't really like talking about herself anyway, right? It's not a matter of what she likes or doesn't like, this is a matter of trust. Can you trust someone who's unwilling to reveal their true identity? We need to avoid raising any more unnecessary suspicions. So Kyoko, it's time you told us. I can't. Why won't you tell us? I didn't say I won't. I said I can't. What do you mean? Because I don't remember. What? I have no memory of what I am. You have no memory? You mean... amnesia? If I thought you had a sense of humor, I would say you were joking, but if this is a joke, I'm not laughing. You can't be serious right now, can you? I knew you wouldn't believe me, that's why I didn't say anything. But it doesn't matter, either way the truth will make itself clear before we are done. So you have no intention of telling us? Then I can no longer stand by and do nothing. What are you going to do, torture me? Nothing so barbaric as that. I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage any further suspicious activity. Limit my options? Give me the key to your room. But if she gives you her room key, she can't go to sleep in her room. She'll be breaking a school regulation. And if she doesn't want that shit talk, it's easy. All she has to do is tell us about herself. Just hold on a threat like that. Fine, I understand. Good, you're finally in the mood for conversation. Without saying a word, Kyoko walked right up to the Byakuya and said, "Hand out her room key to him." You damn fool! Why do you refuse to talk? Whether I want to or not, I can't. All I can do is keep telling you that. Maybe she really did lose her memory. If you really think about it, it doesn't sound totally impossible. This is the worst school ever, where only the worst stuff happens, right? Amnesia would fit right in. The worst school where only the worst things happen? Do you really mean that? Huh? Can you really be sure that life here has been filled with only the worst things? What do you mean? Perhaps I said too much. Yuko then turned her back on us and without a word began to walk away. Where do you think you're going? Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything to harm any of you. Those were her last words as she left. Yuko's last words. The dining hall was silent. The only sound was the door opening and closing as Kyoko left the room. What's her deal? I think he went too far taking her room key like that. For her, that wasn't far enough. Or maybe she gets off on attention. I can't believe her enjoying getting yelled at. You're getting noisy again, Toko. Sorry, I can still hear you. The sound of your breathing or your heart beating, it grates on me. Are you telling her to die? I mean, I know how you feel, but what's Kyoko gonna do now? Plus the situation is just like before. It's no different from when everyone started accusing Sakura, and I am no different either. I still can't stop anyone. What the hell? Why are you yelling all of a sudden? Cause look. It's you. How long have you been standing there? I'm very, very angry. Angry at what? At the thief. Yes, that's right. I'm very sad to tell you there's a thief in your midst. What? My precious, they stole it. Your precious? Your teacher had such faith in you. And this is how you repay me? With betrayal? Reality is filled with so much hardship, isn't it? No wonder people run away into their fantasies. But what the heck is your precious? Shut up, I hope all of you get stuck in a hiring freeze and die penniless on the street. But he's gone, what the heck was that all about? He says something about his precious getting stolen. Does anyone have any idea what that might mean? It likely has something to do with Kyoko. Who else other than her would be willing and able to steal something from Monokuma? Did Kyoko really steal something from Monokuma? Or if that's true, what was it and why would she do that? Uh-oh, we need to get out of here. We can talk about this more tomorrow and about Kyoko. However, after what just happened with Monokuma and Kyoko, I feel like there's something in the air. I would suggest you take extra precautions tonight. Stay in your rooms, don't go wandering around. Not like we need you to tell us that. Well then, let's disperse. I see you all tomorrow. Following his lead, each of us went back to our rooms. What about Kyoko? And that's right. I need to put away the knife that I got from Toko. I think the safest place for it will be in my desk drawer. But anyway, is Kyoko really gonna be okay? She can't get into her room. What's she gonna do? Isn't there something I can do? Something I can. But more important, did I hear the doorbell? Kyoko? I'll be waiting for you in the dressing room. See you there. Hey, wait, Kyoko. Without acknowledging me, Kyoko disappeared into the depths of the darkened hallway. I know we are not supposed to go out during nighttime, but I can't just not go. Sorry for asking you to meet with me so late. It's okay, I'm used to it, indeed. Well then, let me get straight to the point. It's something you can talk about in front of the surveillance cameras, right? So does this have something to do with whatever it is you stole from Monokuma? Monokuma told us earlier that someone has stolen something from him. Was it you? That's right. So I was right. But what did you steal? I stole this. A key? But looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. Where did you get this? From the headmaster's room. What? You snuck into the headmaster's room? Wasn't it locked? The lock was broken. What? It was Sakura. She did it for us. She did? Remember what she said in her note? I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. So Sakura broke into the headmaster's room for us? That's right. So that we could uncover whatever secrets might lie hidden within. She did that for us. She violated the school regulations to help us. She had already decided to die, so her last act was to defy the rules of this place. I noticed the room was open after the class trial was over yesterday. What if I had just strode into the room? Monokuma would have noticed right away, which is why I used you as a decoy. So you asked me to meet you at the data center in order to? Correct, I wanted you to draw Monokuma's attention. I took that opportunity to sneak into the headmaster's room and as a result, I found this key. Wow. Then what you told me about yesterday, did that come from the headmaster's room too?
この学園に潜む16人目の高校生、超高校級の絶望と呼ばれる女子高校生、戦場ムクロに気をつけて。
Did you find out about this Mukuro Ikusaba while you were in there? I did find a file in the headmaster's room that talked about her, yes. I don't know all the details, but one thing I do know is that Mukuro Ikusaba is dangerous. Dangerous? She may very well be the mastermind. Mastermind? But didn't Alter Ego say that the headmaster was probably the mastermind? No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind. I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt that I'm right. It makes such a strong statement without proof. That's not like Kyoko at all. But if it isn't the headmaster, does that mean Mikuru Ikusaba really could be the mastermind?
とにかく
Anyway, the key is the one big opportunity we have been waiting to get our hands on. Now that we have grasped it, we can't let it go, can we? Sure, but I mean, what's this key even unlock?
それは
I don't know yet, which is why I need you to draw Monokuma's attention again while I go and find out. Wait, so you're planning on sneaking back in again? You can't, that's way too dangerous. And you want me to draw his attention but we don't actually know there's just one mastermind? There's more than one person watching
そう
us.
かしら
But they didn't catch us on last night, right? Maybe we just got lucky.
ね
Or maybe the mastermind can monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Huh? Like I said, we didn't get caught last night. But as you said, maybe it was pure luck. Which is why we are going to run the experiment one more time. And if we are successful again, then what may have just been a lucky guess will be proven true. As Kyoko thought she was calm and collected as ever, couldn't help but just stand there and listen.
ね
If that's true, then if it's true that the mastermind can't watch us and control Monokuma at the same time, then there would have been a period of time where the mastermind is vulnerable. What we need to do is find out for sure if that's actually true and if we can exploit it. Maybe, but no matter what the reward, the risk is just too high. Well, when I think what might happen if we fail,
なんで
I don't think you need to worry all that much after all. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. No restrictions have been placed on our efforts to solve the mystery, am I wrong? Even when I took the key, I didn't break any rules as far as I can tell. But if the mastermind decides to do something, all the rules in the world won't matter. He could just kill us without a second thought.
なるほど
I see. In that case, even if a plan fails, we'll still be able to prove or disprove that hypothesis.
そう
But in a moment of crisis, will the mastermind break their own rules or adhere to them no matter what?
つまり
In other words, we gain something whether we succeeded or not. Now there's no reason to not to do it. But
先に
if
進
you
むため
spend all
に
your time trying to avoid danger, you never move forward. We know the danger, but if the risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? In that moment, I finally realized I'd never seen the slightest hint of fear or despair in Kyoko's eyes. Her gaze was firmly fixed on the mystery. What the fuck? What's on my throat? Keep getting fucked by this one thing in my throat. Which is very gating to say. The enemy standing before us, and with that in view, she just smiled. I can't change how I feel, and I wouldn't if I could. Then Kyoko took something from her coat pocket and handed it out to me. What's this?
そうね
Consider it a symbol of determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. If something happens?
でも
I'm not planning on dying, but there's always a chance of it, and the death without meaning is unappealing.
ね
Please, I want you to hold on it for me. Fine, I hold on to it just because you asked me to. But I'm gonna give it back at some point, you can be sure of that.
ええ
Yes, of course.
ね
Oh, and one more thing. You can't tell anyone else about what I've discovered. Sure, because there's a chance the mastermind might find out, right?
ええ
There's that too. You mean there's something else?
So?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything. I can't just forget that
Yeah.
easily. Okay, then shall we begin?
大福
I'm counting on you, Makoto. I just have to get Monokuma's attention, right? Well, I give it my best shot.
じゃあね
I'm going on ahead. The rest is up to you. Her curt goodbye was no different from any other time, and like every other time she moved at a brisk pace as she left. What wasn't like every other time was the sudden knot I felt in my stomach as I watched her walk away. Everything's gonna be fine, I know it, because it's Kyoko. Talking to myself helped shake off some of my anxiety. Then I got to work. Okay, let's do this shit. Hey Monokuma, you can see me, right? Get out of here, I got a bone to pick with you.
モノクマ登場だよ。
Well, this is a surprise, you being the one to call me out.
ねえね
Hey, by the way, huh?
え。怪しい。
What were you and Kyoko up to? Going to the bathhouse? Just the two of you? In the middle of the night? Definitely a hot and steamy moment, wouldn't you say? So warm and wet, so wet and warm. I bet you guys removed to conform with local and international censorship laws. All over her, didn't you?
そぼー。
Not gonna talk, huh? Sure, I get it. Well, whatever. Unlike you, I have absolutely no interest in late night bath scenes. Because I like to maintain a healthy life of observation, far away from X-rated exploits. Oh, so is that why there's no surveillance cameras in the bathhouse? Bullseye. Or is it maybe because the lens got all fucked up and you can't see anything anyway? Sounds like that's the bullseye to me. Anyway, you went to all the trouble to get me out here, now what you want? Oh well, there's just something I wanted to confirm with you. Whether it's a mademoiselle or a dude fella? But in the Bear Kingdom there is no male or female. Actually there is. Seriously? Then what am I? My entire existence? That's enough. I get stuck if I think about it too much, so what did you really want to ask me? Oh well, you told us earlier that your precious had been stolen. What's this precious of yours? Listen, I'm sure this is a silly question, no way it's possible and all, but is that seriously what you dragged me out here to ask me? You gotta be kidding me, gotta be 100 megaton freaking kidding me. You're not gonna ask something useful like how to get the best honey or urine breeding type tips? This is just crazy. Are all pupils and teen boys as naughty as you? God, you're so annoying. Fine, I tell you, it was a key, and that's it. What was the second thing? It's a blank, stupid secret. Fill it in yourself. Making me trudge all the way out here for that. I would like to see what's going on in the brain of yours. And the next time you summon me for something so stupid, I open up your school and find out. Dropping me more than a few swear words, Monokuma stormed off. I hope it kept him distracted long enough. No, all I can do is wait and hope Kyoko makes it out okay. No, she will be fine. It's Kyoko after all. I'm sure she's fine, right? I went back to my room and laid down, doing my best to settle my nerves and get back to sleep.
劇場株式会社スパイ君の提供でお送りします。
What? Sakura's Revenge, the game world has been waiting for. Unfortunately, the development has been cancelled. Of course, it's enough people buy Danganronpa, who knows? If enough people buy Danganronpa, who knows? So buy copies for you and all your friends. The super stylish, super fashionable game was cancelled during development, but it will start back up again if Danganronpa says well. Surely not. Sakura's Revenge. So where is Sakura's Revenge? Buy more copies of Danganronpa and trigger Havoc for your family and friends, I think. Then you guys have to recommend it to your fans too. Mochiron. You're 1 minute late, Makoto. How do you explain this? Sorry, I'm not feeling so great today. You really think a tired excuse like that is gonna work? Oh, are you allowed to talk again? I don't recall giving you permission. I just thought I'm in since the day had passed. It may be reset. Sorry, please don't hate me. Whatever my punishment is, I accept it. I hang a sign from my neck and that says bad girl. I clean your bathroom with my toothbrush. If you stop making disgusting comments like that, maybe I can forgive you. Thank you, I won't make any more disgusting comments, I promise. Yeah, I do. You can stuff my mouth full of trash. As long as it's you and no one else, I don't mind. It's no use, she's disgusting to the bone. Anyway, where's Kyoko? I haven't seen her this morning. Not cool, this is worse than being late for lunch, for a date, for your wedding, or for anything. Maybe she's mad about what happened yesterday and she's not gonna show up anymore. I can't tell the others why Kyoko might not be here. Best thing to do right now is just keep quiet. Whatever her reason, I'm curious to know what she is doing. I know she's not in her room, so... But yes, you still have her key. Oh, are you looking for Miss Kirigiri? What do you want now? I'm right? You're wondering where Miss Kirigiri is, right? Do you know where she is? Well, it's hard to say. Oh, you don't know either? It's because he doesn't know, that's why he's here, to try and prod us for information. Hey, don't you hate it when you ask someone what their favorite movie is and they name some indie bullcrap? I feel like I'm getting whiplash the way he changes subjects like that. Thank goodness, it looks like Monokuma really didn't notice, so I guess our plan went off just fine last night, which could mean... Maybe the Mastermind can monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Would she have been right about that? So was I right? You're looking for Miss Kirigiri. Any idea where she might have gone? We have no idea. And even if we did know, we wouldn't tell you. Or serious? I see. Well, fine, whatever. I don't even care anymore. Sayonara, suckers. As soon as he was gone, we all glanced around at each other. So what was that just now? Does that mean Monokuma doesn't know where she is either? It would seem that way. Where the heck could she have gone? Don't you think we should all go look for her? And how would you suggest we approach the task? Even Monokuma can't seem to locate her. Yeah, how can he not know where she is? So strange. Ryoko must have used that key to sneak into some unknown part of the school. But somewhere even Monokuma wouldn't notice. Where could it be? We spent the rest of breakfast talking about where Kyoko could have gone. Afterwards we returned to our rooms. Did I find her? Everybody's gonna be on the 5th floor. Sadly I can't teleport. Would be nice. There is something here which is bothering me. I don't think Kyoko is gonna be on the map at all. Oh, look at this, if I press Q and E I can do this instead of just using the mouse. It's amazing. It's a good idea. What does she like? Pumping water flute. You don't really, do you? No, you're just trying to trick me, trying to make me the butt of your joke. But she liked it, that's good. I could feel Toku's sign pressure on me stronger than ever. Take responsibility. Responsibility, me? I've been trapped in here too long, there's nothing to do, the boredom started killing me. So I thought maybe I could write my next novel, the pinnacle of romance literature, but I can't do it. Why not? I got writer's block, my powers of delusion are in complete slump. This has never happened before. What caused it? You did! When you opened up all those old wounds. You're blaming me? I can't take it anymore, no more writing for me, I'm retiring. Retiring? But that's such a waste, you got so much talent. No, I'm done. I was never all that good in the first place. And now I don't have the motivation or willpower anymore either. Damn, it's like she's haunted by all those ghosts of her past. Listen, Toku, why not take this opportunity to look back at why you started doing this in the first place? Why I started? Yeah, why you started writing it all. Reflect on that and I'm sure it will give you at least a little motivation. It all started with a single love letter. A love letter? When I was in elementary school, I fell in love for the first time. He was a friend of mine. There weren't any feelings at first. He was the only boy I could talk to without getting hung up. But then he told me his family was moving to Shikoku. As soon as he said that, I could feel my chest start to tighten. At first, I didn't even understand what I was feeling. It was a total mystery. But I was too embarrassed to tell how I felt directly. So instead, I wrote him a love letter. And then... The next day, he left. I saw he had hung up the letter up on the school bulletin board. What? I got to talk to him again later and apparently he hated the fact that I talked to him so much. All the other kids used to make fun of him for it. I guess that was his revenge, to show the world my letter right before running off. That's the most miserable first love story I've ever heard. But on the teachers that read the letter said I had talent for writing. And that's what sparked my interest in writing. So that's what happened? And now I dug it up, that terrible memory, it's all your fault, all this trauma. It's all pointless, I never write another sublime love story ever again. Adam, why don't you try writing something besides romance stuff? What I mean is, why don't you just write about what you're actually feeling, right from the heart? You're saying I should take these feelings of anger and emptiness and turn them into a novel? Honestly, I think that will probably do her a lot good. That's not a bad idea. Fine, I'm gonna do it. Right from the heart. I'm gonna do it. Toko dragged her screeching laughter behind her as she ran off. Now she definitely seemed motivated, but is it a good thing? Oh, there's another free time event? I feel even worse than I did this morning. My body feels like lead. I'm getting chills. This is bad. I think I might be getting sick. Unluck, man. Don't make me go up to the upper floor again. Fuck. So yeah, Kyoko is not gonna be anywhere, I guess. I'm gonna get some really good presents. I looked at the anime a bit. It looks very much like this artistically. It even keeps the not bullet time, what's it called? The truth bullet sections of the game or the visual novel. It's really weird though. It's how it's presented. in the anime. You wouldn't think it. Let's get something new. Why can't I just type in, let's say 2, 3... Why can't I type in how many coins I want? It's actually so stupid. Makoto, are you leering at me? What are you thinking? What are you planning to do to me? Water flute. If it's really okay for me to have it, I take it, but I'm not gonna give it back. I get the impression that she liked it. Hey Makoto, could you come to my room? I want to show you something, I'll be waiting there. It's not like her to just talk to someone so openly like that. And she wants me to come to her room? Well, I would better do what she asked. I quickly made my way to Toko's room. Thanks for coming. But don't get the wrong idea, I didn't ask you here for anything like that. If you lay a hand on me, I bite my own tongue off and choke on my blood till I'm dead. Trust me, that's not gonna happen. Anyway, what's going on? You said you had something you wanted to show me? I was hoping you would read this. Toko handed me a massive stack of thick paper. I saw handwriting on the top sheet that neat letters packed close together. Is this? I took your advice and started writing. I wanted you to be the first one to read it. Thanks. I started scanning the text. A few seconds later I was still reading. The words kept flowing into my head, the scenery unfolding before my very eyes. It's good. This is really good, Toko. I don't know if I've ever read anything this good. It's pretty good, right? But it's really dark, super dark. Reading it kinda makes me wanna die. You know what they call the type of writing where the author has directly experienced the subject matter? It's kind of naturalistic style popular in Japan. Kata is Tayama's Futon started it all. Novels that use the author's own experience. I'm pretty sure I learned about that at some point. Okay, man. Novel. I-novel, okay. Are you talking about an I-novel? Correct. Mine's still a work in progress though, but as soon as it's finished, it's going to become a shocking masterpiece that will change the face of the I-novel forever. Knowing her, she might actually be right about that. It's definitely some dark heavy stuff, but it's the kind of thing you just can't put down. It will be a masterpiece, I have no doubt about that. And it's all thanks to you, Makoto. Thanks to you, I... Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I expressed my appreciation in the form of a poem. A poem? On a locked and rusted door, I dug my nails in and dragged them down. Warm blood mixed with old rust, flowing down my wrist, coils like snake embracing my body. You watch me, a smile in your eyes, you watch. Time runs away, and you with it. You leave me drowning in the Red Sea. Well, now do you understand how I feel? But I hope. What if it makes her happy? That's what I can I say that because I finally started to understand her, even if only a little bit. So that's it for now. You have me find my motivation. Now I have to do my best to bring the story to an end. And when there's someone there to support me for that, that's what you call a friend, right? Friend, I never imagined I would hear Toko say that word. But yes, Toko and I have finally become true friends. Now get out before you decide to lunge before after all. Toko kicked me out of her room, so I headed back to my own. Getting the chills. They're kinda dizzy. Can't help it, I need sleep. Nighttime wasn't for a while, but I felt like my body had reached its limit. As I dropped onto my bed, I felt like I was falling into a bottomless pit. Please, Kyoko, don't wake me up this time, please don't do it. I was so unconscious before my head hit the pillow. Well, that's not quite true, I didn't pass out completely. It was more like my unconscious went dim. I weaved back and forth between sleep and wakefulness, which is all to say. I'm just sick. I was restless. At some point I found myself wandering through a strange dream. And within the dream a voice echoed across the walls of my mind. I understand. That voice. So familiar. Oh, it's... I understand. It's me. I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here. Huh? What am I trying to say? Hope. This is all for hope. And that's why I have to stay. I have to stay here. What did you? What did you say? Every day is peaceful, every day is joyful. Happy days from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep, which is only for those unchanging, unending happy days. Days of boredom repeating forever and ever. Nor this, as far as I can see, life without the tiniest speck of abnormality. If the word like that, I would consider that pretty damn abnormal. So let this let's get this over with. Good morning. It took longer than usual for me to open my eyes. I thought a deep sigh to bring myself up to the rest of the way. The chills, the aches, fathomable lethargy, they had all disappeared in the night. All that was left me, drenched in sweat. It wasn't just because of whatever bug I had caught either, it was also the dream I had. What the hell was that? I mean, was it even really a dream? I was desperate to recall it. I scrambled to grab onto fragments of the dream and reeled them up from the depths of my memory. That's right, I remember last night. I came down with a fever and couldn't quite get to sleep. And I heard a voice I didn't really understand. And then... all of a sudden I was awake. And there was a strange person standing next to my bed, wearing a mask. And they were holding a knife. I want to say I fought them off, but I don't actually remember. I felt like my mind had been detached from my body, burning up with fever. I was somewhere far away, watching my body move on its own, and because of that, I don't remember what really happened. But still, I feel like I resisted them desperately, feverishly. After that, things go black again. The next thing I remember... Kyoko was there, but what would she have been doing in my room? What strange dream? No, was it really a dream? How can I possibly find out either way? Like this, looking at here. From the desk drawer and... huh? It's empty, there's nothing inside. If nothing inside, that's strange, because it definitely wasn't before. I'm positive I put the knife I got from Toku in here. Wait, that means... the knife they told me to keep safe. I knew it, I just had a feeling. It wasn't a dream after all. But if that's true, this all makes even less sense. Why would someone have wanted to attack me? And who was that behind the mask? And why was Kyoko? What the hell is going on? But I don't think I'm gonna figure it out on my own. I should head to the dining hall, then I can talk to everyone else about it. I'm afraid. Okay, it loaded in. Oh no. Oh, Makoto, yup, that's Makoto. Sure as the sky's blue. Hey, Hina. You really had me worried, you know? What happened to you last night? Worried? Yeah, right after nighttime, we all went to get you. We were hammering away at your doorbell, but you never answered. We thought maybe you had been, you know... I mean, not that we would actually... not that that would actually... I mean, nobody here would wanna, you know. So anyway, what were you doing? I didn't feel good, so I went right to bed. I had no idea you guys even showed up. But why did you come to get me? Did something happen? Well, lots of stuff actually. I'm not sure I can really explain. Let's go meet up with everyone else, and then they can tell you about it. So is everyone waiting somewhere else or something? Oh yeah, we all stayed up the whole night. The whole night? I lost rock, paper, scissors, so I had to come get breakfast for everyone. So you got here just in time. Come on, help me carry it. Okay, sure. Everyone's in the gym. Hurry up, I meet you there. Gym? Why is everyone in the gym? And the entire night? Oh, that is. This is worse than being late for your wedding, the birth of your son, and your own funeral all at once. Jeez, to show up now like it's no big deal. You made us stay up all night while you slept like a baby in your bed? Just like Hina said, everyone was there besides Kyoko, and then I noticed they had formed a circle around something. As soon as I saw what that something was, what the? Before I could catch myself, I cried out. Spread out in front of them was the remains of Monokuma. What are you doing? What does it look like? We are dismantling it to see what makes it tick. Dismantling it? But I mean, that's Monokuma you're messing with, right? Yeah, that's right. She's not even phased. What the fuck happened? Relax, there's no danger. You say that, but... What is this? What are you guys doing? Hello? Looks like it's been professionally disassembled. How is it possible? Tearing apart something like that isn't dangerous? Seriously, what are you thinking? How can you stay tearing apart something like that isn't dangerous? Well, I guess I handle this. Explain what's going on, Makoto, because that's how you that's how much I like you. Byakuya found this little fella laying around, then we tore it apart. It doesn't explain anything. Just before we went to bed last night, I came to the gym to try and talk to Monokuma. I wanted to see if he had any new information about Kyoko's disappearance, and I found him here, just like normal. However, when I found him, he was no more than a regular toy. He didn't react, didn't say a word. You're saying he wasn't moving at all? I waited there until nighttime officially began, but still Monokuma lay there motionless. I gathered everyone up as quickly as possible so they could take a look. Even then, he still didn't make a move. So I immediately initiated the disassembly process. It's a master stroke of genius, a chance to find out what made Monokuma tick. One thing we discovered is that he's quite a sophisticated machine. It's leagues beyond any normal remote control toy, who has enough free time to invest in something like that anyway. But besides that, what I'm wondering is, why did he stop moving all of a sudden? I thought maybe he had malfunctioned, but we didn't find any cause as we were taking him apart. So if he didn't break down, then maybe something happened to his puppeteer, the mastermind, something unexpected. Can't imagine any other possibility. Something unexpected? They were possibly so scared of Master they ran away in terror. Or maybe they got sick or something? But Monokuma made his announcement this morning, right? Who was that, if not the mastermind? Oh, I'm sure that's a recording. It's set to a timer and plays as necessary. That's true, he says the exact same thing every day, right? Hey guys, I don't think now's a good time for a light conversation. I just found something. What is it? It's what? It's a fucking bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. A bomb? The super web, we need to get rid of it. Roger that. It appears the bomb has a motion sensor. Any sudden movement, I'm sure to go off. Motion sensor? For serious? Oh, I'm starting to get all shaky. Hey, get it together. You're a man, aren't you? I'm fine. I'm totally fine. You're not so fine. You're all Oh, I probably should have mentioned the motion sensor is off right now. Jeez, don't scare me like that. God, you're like the worst spineless worm of the century. Hey, come on, the century's just getting started. Don't record the race already. Don't call the race already. Whatever, just hurry up and put the bomb down. Hanging onto it is not gonna do anyone any good. Oh yeah, good call. Okay, it's down. Everything's all good. Here I put the bomb down, but that wasn't my main concern at that point. My eyes were glued to Monokuma's remains. He had just stopped moving all of a sudden. Was it really because something had happened to the mastermind that they weren't expecting? But what could that have been when I thought about it? I couldn't help but think back to the night before, being attacked by that masked figure. Hey, Makoto, huh? Don't pause, did you hear a thing we just said? Huh? So that's a no, what are you, some kind of brain-dead farm animal? Sorry. We were saying, since we are done dismantling Monokuma, what should we do now? And we have decided to continue our offensive assault. To try and uncover the mastermind's true identity, we are going to break into the headmaster's room. Really? Since the mastermind appears to have stopped all activity, now's our chance, wouldn't you agree? But if the mastermind comes back while we are in there, if you're scared, you're welcome to stay here by yourself. Or go live in the chicken coop with all the other chickens. You can be chicken number 6. This is better a fight to the death between us and the mastermind. We don't have time to deliberate. Yeah, I mean, I don't wanna have to kill each other or anyone else, but we have a chance now. So what are you going to do? Are you going to run away or are you going to fight? You're right, I go with you. Okay then. We are going to break into the headmaster's room. Everything comes down to this moment. Anything can happen, so prepare yourselves. I follow you anywhere, master, to all the ends of the earth. Sakura, if you can hear me, lend me your strength. I can do this, I'm a man, I can do this. I've got the will of the entire universe on my side. We each found determination in our own ways, and when we were ready, we left the gym. Our target was the headmaster's room on the 4th floor of the school. Naturally, masters, they want to show such bravery. Just make sure you don't get in his way. Sakura's gonna be watching over us, so we are definitely gonna find something to help us bring this to an end. Well, we have finally reached the climax, so let's hurry up and finish it before the mastermind catches us all. This is where we expose every last detail of the mastermind. Is everyone ready? Let's see. Rather. It's locked, as expected. So what are you gonna do? Isn't it obvious we are going to tear this door off its hinges? Wait, but the rules say we have seen the mastermind isn't watching us. Those don't matter anymore. But like Makoto said, if the mastermind did show up while we were in there, then we'll just have to finish our business before that can happen. Okay, sure, but we have come this far. We can't back down now. We agreed this is what we have to do, so we have to do it. So beautiful. For serious? We don't have any choice, we are desperate. Let's do it, let's rip this door down. Okay, but how are we gonna do it? This thing looks pretty sturdy. And we need something sturdy of our own. Well, what about that one thing? The pickaxe. One thing in the tool shed. Yeah, the pickaxe. Interesting, that could very well be exactly what we need. Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01. That's straight up unreasonable. By myself? Surely you like to have your me time once in a while, right? Well, if it's a me and you time, Lester, then yeah. You know how much time it took you to say that? 10 seconds. Take too long and I erase your existence from my consciousness. Unacceptable! With that, Toko ran off, loud as a herd of rabbit elephants. Oh, serious though, are we just gonna knock this door down? No problem is solved by running away. Find your stones and be a man. He's right. You can move forward by always avoiding danger. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? Even if it's dangerous, we have to overcome the challenges in front of us. Maybe, but I'm still super stressed. I'm so tense I can hardly talk. I'm all flabbergasted. No, I'm totally Flabsauce? Gross, where did that come from? Wait, Janasaji, where did you come from? Is the wonderful, murderous fiend here to greet you with a razor-sharp smile? What about the pickaxe? Where is it? I was supposed to pick an axe? No, you sleeping imbecile, the pickaxe! Sleeping imbecile, oh master, you wound me with your executive level barbs. Here comes the bloody nose. Seriously though, did you really forget the pickaxe? Omega-3 fatty acids, that's what you need. Great for the whole memory factory. But I think we already established that their memory doesn't carry over when they switch. This is a level of uselessness I find difficult to tolerate. Oh, the light bulb just went down. That's why I went to the garden, right? I was supposed to get the pickaxe. Alright, we solved one mystery. That means there's just one more mystery left. One more mystery? Yep. Now we just need to figure out the identity of Object X. What are you talking about? Did you already forget what we were talking about? You're like missing out on life. I'm not missing out on life. In fact, I found one in the garden. What did you find? Corpse. Did you hear me? I said corpse. The corpse? That's right, I found a corpse in the garden. You found a corpse in the garden. Madam, before we enter the headmaster's room, it appears we have something else to look into. We are going to the garden. Okay. As soon as we entered the garden, I saw it. I didn't want to, but... I saw someone laying on the ground with a mask covering their face, and there was a knife buried in their stomach up to the hilt. What the? Are they really dead? For sure, but who is it? Just to make things clear. Last night I was attacked by someone wearing a mask, and whoever that was, now they are... I don't know why, but now they are laying dead in front of me. I told you there's a corpse hanging out here. Are they really dead? Is this really a dead body? You need to begin looking around right away. However, be ever so careful, there's no telling what you might find. Now, we need to find out what this actually is, but there's no way to tell with the mask covering their face like that. And the white coat they are wearing makes it impossible to tell anything about the body itself. The victim is total mystery. But one thing I do know is that whoever this is, they attacked me last night in my room. But why? How did they wind up dead here? Their heart isn't beating, they are not breathing. All signs of life have come to a complete stop. Thanks to the knife that's been driven into their stomach, their clothes are stained a bright red. It appears the bleeding has stopped, but the blood still that's there is still wet. Be careful, you don't touch it. And it gets some on you. How can you be so calm at a time like this? Who is it? Her face and body are all hidden, so I don't have a clue. I'm pretty sure it's a girl at least. Oh, how can you tell? But I think I see the outline of her chest. And just the general shape of the body. Yeah, the more I look, the more I'm sure it's a girl. Really, then it could be. Okay then, let's just tear the mask clean off. Wait, don't! But by the time he called out, it was already too late. Toko hand shot out over the mask, and in the next instant, there was a blinding light and a deafening roar. The body blew up. It blew up, it blew up, it blew up, it blew up. My vision started to darken. I prepared to pass out, but then... Hurry up, put out the fire. As my consciousness attempted to float away, the voice reached up and put it back down to earth. Someone pressed something into my hands. It was a bucket of water. Come on, dump water on it. The upper half of the body was on fire. I took aim and tossed the water as hard as I could. Thankfully, that was enough to put out the fire. It died down, leaving behind only the unpleasant smell of the burning. I guess that took care of it. But what the hell, man? It exploded? I had a bad feeling about the body, but I never imagined it would explode. And now the body? It's burnt to a crisp. That's beyond well done, man. Don't compare it to a steak. I'd never be able to eat steak again. But now the body's charred, I really have no idea. How are we gonna find out who it was? Who isn't here right now? If we consider who's not here, that will quickly narrow down who it must be. There's only one person missing. It's Kyoko. Kyoko? Then the dead body is Kyoko? No, that can't be right. Calm down, I didn't say it was Kyoko. But I mean, who else? There is one other person. The mastermind. What? The mastermind? Come on, there's no way. The mastermind got charboard. Get serious. I agree, normally the idea wouldn't be worth considering. But I have a reason to believe it may be true. Mastermind being dead would explain the other matter, wouldn't it? Monocoman can hardly move around if his master is dead, right? But that corpse is a girl, right? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, remember what Alter Ego said? So the same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he is somewhere in the school right now. He said the mastermind is some middle-aged dude, right? Which the corpse obviously isn't. Then could that mean the mastermind isn't the headmaster? Is it the teenage girl Kyoko told me about? The ultimate despair? Huh? Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student at Hope's Peak. What are you talking about? The other day Kyoko confided in me. She said there was a 16th student here in the school. I think you would better tell us everything, you know. Well, all Kyoko told me was Ikusaba Mukuro, the 16th student lying hidden somewhere in the school. The one they call Ultimate Despair. Watch out for her. It sounded like Kyoko thinks Mukuro Ikusaba is the mastermind. No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind, I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right. There's another student here and it's a female? That will match the body's characteristics. And that face the ultimate despair, it sounds super mastermindy, doesn't it? Okay, so the mastermind is this girl Mukuro, and she's a student here and she's the ultimate despair. But if she's been hiding here in the school like some teenage Bigfoot, how did she wind up burned to a crisp? None of this makes any sense, to just suddenly show up and then die. I think we would better take a closer look at the body. There may be some clues to help us figure out exactly what it is. Oh hey, wait. Toko? Aren't we forgetting something? You know Toko? Oh yeah, she got totally blown up. Forget about her, I'm sure the explosion vaporized her. Oh, she survived. She survived. Oh, what just happened, Master? You declared for the whole world to hear that you would never again inhale a single molecule of oxygen. Oh, then I don't mind breathing in the carbon dioxide you exhale. That's enough for me to live. This is the strangest back and forth I have ever seen. Right now I have to focus on the body. Let's look at the body one more time. What just said, Makoto? She may be dead, but she's still a girl. Don't worry, I don't plan on touching the body at all that much. I'm not Kyoko after all. There's something next to the body. It's a key? Is this what Kyoko took from Monokuma? What did you steal? I stole this key? But looking at it, I couldn't tell it was just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. That's right, the key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. This isn't anything like that. Then this key is... What is it? Did you find something? Yeah, this was on the ground near the body. I've never seen this key before. What could it possibly go to? Oh, even you don't know then. Makoto, I'm going to give you a very important task. Huh? That key might give you access to certain areas we thought we were locked. You mean the biolab, the data center, the headmaster's room, and the dorm rooms to the 2nd floor. It's in your hands. I'm your errand boy now? The data lab. What about the headmaster's room? Was it on this floor? No, it wasn't. Why do I still hear these fucker animals? That master's room was locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. Oh, the key won't go in. I guess that means the key doesn't go to this door. Click. It fits. Then this is the key to the data center. I managed to unlock the data center. Guess all that running around paid off. Had to go tell everyone else. I immediately headed back to the garden. So you're back, how did it go? I found out which room the key goes to. It's a data center down on the 4th floor. Then we can get into the data center now? Interesting. But why did the now deceased have the key on them? I suppose we just have to go to the data center and find out. Yeah, I think you're right. Here we are. Looks like the door is still unlocked. Hey, so when you open the door, there's not gonna be another huge kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now? Don't worry, we have Makoto. What? It's in your hands. Again? It means I trust you. That's an absolute lie, I'm just being used. Master told you he trusts you, Master told you that. But don't let it get to your head. I'm so not happy about any of this. I said I trust you, now I have an obligation to live up to that trust. You'll be fine, Makoto's on the job, not that that's any kind of guarantee, not a guarantee. I'm totally sure there won't be another Kamubu, for serious. But just be safe, I'm gonna stand somewhere else. I reached out to put my hand on the door, closed my eyes and tried to clear my mind. To silent prayer, I slowly opened the door. Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. In a word, the room was strange. I mean, all the rooms up till now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here, the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread. Hey, that's... Hiro extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look what they are showing. Each monitor displayed different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered. This is a direct feed from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room. And they are displayed here on these monitors. So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us? Then this room is the Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. The Mastermind's room. I guess that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here, watching us. Did I think this settles it? Huh? The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. I think Monokuma is still alive. I don't know why we are doing this. Like, isn't Monokuma have like a bunch of his robots? It's just the Mastermind now is gone. Because otherwise we wouldn't have been able to do this. If they had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. That was the body of Mukuro Ikusawa, and she was the Mastermind. Then the Mastermind is dead? Like really dead? It would seem so. For serious? It's too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. The Mastermind is dead? Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because I'm in that body. Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. And who was it? But if the Mastermind really is dead, that means we can finally get out of this hellhole. We gotta hurry up and find the exit, come on. No, we have to check this area thoroughly first. What about the exit? If the Mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the Mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. And I'm bothered by the fact that the Mastermind was obviously murdered. Murdered? Do you think this too? Naturally. The state of the course makes it plain as day. There is absolutely no doubt. The Mastermind was murdered. Why is it gotta be that way? I mean, who could have ever done it? That's exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the Mastermind. Now, do you understand, you useless insect? You're banned from talking to Master ever again. The Mastermind's purpose and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answers to that question. After all, the Mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Okay then, let us begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the Mastermind. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs, nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They are all on, but they seem to be logged. So what, we can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in? What century are you from? The SM must have been using these to monitor the network and Alter Ego. You may very well be right about that, but there's no point in thinking about it now. You're right. Why was the Mastermind murdered? To figure that out, we need to find out the identity and purpose of the Mastermind. Jeez, I can't believe how many monitors there are. My eyes are flickering as fast as they are. Hurry up and find something for Master. I mean, I wanna know why they work here as much as the next guy, but I also really wanna get out of here. Camera van. Even a camera here. There's really a ridiculous number of monitors here. As long as I have this. Look at Master Go, it's like a feast for the eyes. How much is monthly membership? There's nothing showing up on this one. Hey, look! Next to that TV, isn't that a TV antenna? It is, it's just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas. So what if we hook up that antenna, we could watch TV? Huh? Did someone say TV? Well, Saturday mornings in a year. Are you talking about me? Anyway, if we can watch TV, let's do it. Come on. You're all start for info from the outside world. Alright, let me work my magic and maybe you'll be quantum leaping your way to the TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about? This door's kinda creepy, it got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? No luck. Door's locked. What if we use the key that opened this room? It's good to try just in case. Nope, it's not good. It wouldn't even fit the keyhole. But don't worry about it, everything's fine. Mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. Yeah, I guess you're right. Can't stop thinking about the door with Monokuma's picture on it, but worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. Ina's right, the Mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. Good news for all of you Saturday morning kiddies out there, I think I got the TV working. Now all we gotta do is switch it on, then do it. Freaking idiot Mastermind, all you guys need to cut free from your regrets from the outside world. And they were sitting here watching TV the whole time. They really thought they could get away with it. This is the feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it? That's weird. Hey, what are you doing? It's really weird. You are weird in every way possible, and not just weird, super weird. But this TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how's it showing the camera feed? Did you try changing the channel? A good idea, let's give that a try. On every channel it was just us. There's a live feed of us standing there in the data center. What the heck? Is it broken or something? No, there must be some kind of trick to it, some weird setup. A trick? What kind of trick? I'm not sure, but... Mina, why you friggin' bastards? Monokuma? You're supposed to be dead. Me dead? Don't be freaking stupid. Hey, you're acting kinda strange. Something seems different. Of course I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. Not even. It's been like half a day at most. How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. The look on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see, the moment you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead all for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now. And that's that. But it's almost time to cut off your past so full of hope and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you to all have way more fun in this killing game. You can't be serious. We have to keep going. No, we were supposed to get out of here. Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here? How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides, this life isn't all bad, you know. I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life, no matter where you are. Are you serious? This place is the worst. If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair? I'm pooped from all that laughing. I guess I just get to that point now. You guys really struck gold when you found the TV. Yes, indeed, the TV is an essential part of your school life here. I knew it was hiding a secret or some kind. But I connected it to the antenna, so why is it showing us the surveillance feed? Look how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on some blood-gushing secret I tell you about it. The TV is absolutely without a doubt displaying the signal coming in on the antenna. But what does that mean? It's displaying the signal, but it's just us standing here. Oh, you're so stupid. Don't you get it? Fine, I just tell you. This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. What? This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. It doesn't matter how many times he says it. I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure if I would understand the deeper meaning. What? Broadcast live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this? It can't be. Have they taken over the airwaves somehow? The camera's feed is being broadcast? No way, that's impossible. Kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system, you know that? All you need now is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airwaves is easy mode. Are you being serious right now? Of course. I heard a kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind had begun to creak and groan. Everything has a meaning, you know. All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries. Even me luring you here right now. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience, to show them the true despair like they had never seen it before. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment. You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy. Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us. What if they already did? But then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? I don't really know personally though, so whatever. But to take control of all communications like that, you would need an astronomical amount of resources. So how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember? Yeah, there's a little business of... A body has been discovered after a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like. The class trial will begin. Huh? Class trial, did you mean? Everyone give it all you've got, okay? Okay, things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a ride. I can't wait. And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible, the truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. He stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. Couldn't think. Took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. Was despair entertainment, and how is he still alive? I thought that finally we could get out of here. Plus, what did he say about the class trial? Well, that's part obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What it means is that at this point, we have to figure out who the culprit is, figure out who killed Kyoko. What? What are you talking about? I thought Mukuro Ikusaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. And if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means that the master man Mukuro Ikusaba isn't dead. So naturally the body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. There is no other possibility. But is Kyoko's? Kyoko's been murdered? No, it's not possible because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. Have it end like this? I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it. Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we better begin.
でも
But if we are gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer. Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? That's not precisely what I'm saying, no. What you just said? I don't have time to explain that. There's a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you put everything you have into this. That is how this game works after all. But I will better start checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body, could it really be Kyoko? Or? I have no choice, I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we are all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime, back to the garden. Time to get started. I need to check everywhere that may be important, from the one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. Just to be sure, I should take a look at the tool shed. This room is dusty and disorganized, in other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I should probably look into that, it could be related to the case. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the underside is totally clean and completely dry. One side of that tarp is wet and dirty, something about that bothers me. Fragments near the dead body have been added to the proof bullets section of your handbook. Okay, the knife. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this? It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. Force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body, from front to back. Does that mean the knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife looks really familiar. Wait, is this? That's it. It's the knife the person was holding. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab the same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked it was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife, and maybe then I And this really is Kyoko. It would mean Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can be. There's no way. Maybe then I find out for sure if it's Kyoko or something. Huh? There's something weird about the body fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They are really long. They seem like they would get in the way of normal activity. On the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burned so I can't make out the wording, but looks like a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half, is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? Didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about it, right? When the white jacket as the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one little piece left. Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? I would like to hear your alibi. Alibi? Correct. I would like to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. I was sick, so I was asleep all night. Why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it? Isn't it obvious this murder took place after nighttime? How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokumo. He has been spending most of his time in the garden in the last few days, so I figured he would be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night there was nobody here. So the murder could only have taken place at some point during nighttime after I left the garden. However, Tokuhiro, Hina and I were in the gym together the entire time last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's room to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokumo. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko. And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well. But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever. That's hardly an alibi, I know. So what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here. I'm the only one without the alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? If I remember right. It was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody, but for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground or around it. Oh, thanks, that was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. But having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too. So thank you too. So So how does the body... Who does the body belong to? Wherever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't wanna faint anymore. I count 4 chickens. One is gone. How, 4?
Ooh.
What's going on, Mokoto? Well, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in 5? Of course, there were precisely 5. Yeah, that right? What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We are on 1 short. That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared. I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then. What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hero and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? They are set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Oh, hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then if the body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gotten it wet, which would have mean the murder must have taken place after 7:30. Nice one, Makoto. Nice one, man. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and? Oh well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember what that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock, as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got here, I met up with Hino. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym, where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to get to the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? Alan, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. That's right. It had to have been right around 9 o'clock. Now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 AM. Okay, my job's done. Pretty small job. And the body was found. I think I've checked everything I need to do in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. This fragment I found before, there's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. And I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true. Was it also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer the question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room... I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage any further suspicious activity. Limit my options? Give me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Hey, I'm Byakuya. If you do come up with an alibi, I would be happy to hear it later at the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all. Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then, will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see. Depending on my mood, I may go with you or I may not. Come back later. Okay, then in the meantime I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. I don't know what the game possibly could mean. Where do I gotta go? Headmaster's room? Or maybe here. I need to go to the gym. I would have never figured that shit out. Nunca was laying dismantled on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here. What is it? It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. And the bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden. Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Hyoko's room. I should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. Oh shit, I'm gonna turn off the AC. Why do I constantly hear the crickets wherever I go? Is this my punishment? This is my ultimate despair. The player's despair is to never ever, or like ever, forever ever hear the sound of the crickets. You think you can go soon, Byakuya? Wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Byakuya walked up without a second glance and I hurried after him on the way to the dorms. Well then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid it into the keyhole then. And it's open, looks like it, thanks. So this is Kyoko's room. There's something on the table. It's a wood block decoration? What's that? What's the purpose? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for lockers. I wouldn't know, I've never gone to a public bathhouse. That doesn't really surprise me, it's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that. But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks, really? Unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. Yes, sir, bad. I don't see anything interesting yet, at least not as far as the case is concerned. There's a bathroom, she might have certain articles hanging out to dry. I better not look inside. What? You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular, I just thought we might find some clue of here. Clue that might help us understand Kyoko. You can't be serious, that's why you made me take time out of my search to come here, sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around the trend of you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete, something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete, oh I know. Earlier Kyoko gave me something. What's this?
So,
Consider it a symbol of my determination, don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me, she said if something ever happened I should open it. But something has certainly happened, so open it. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets. That was in there. Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets, what could it be? But could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class 77. Class 78 student registry. Makuro Ikusaba? It appears to be Makuro Ikusaba's profile. It looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room along with the key. God, you're so annoying. Fine, I tell you, it was a key and... This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said that death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay, I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name Mukuro Ikusaba, sex female. Sex twice a week. Rhythm is soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military form from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering the middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined the mercenary group known as the Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she had received better training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. The Ultimate Soldier mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other's sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. Then what the fuck is Ultimate Despair? Because this is Ultimate Soldier. That was how I saw things as just an ordinary person, but then I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. You recognize it? The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers, but they do have their uses and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say I'm intrigued. Every rumor I have heard says the Fenrir has already. Oh, I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player and the bit player is becoming our hero. I see. What you got in your pretty little hand there? Uh-oh, you found her profile? So what if we did? Don't freak out on me, I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivores, you know. Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. Proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well? Absolutely, I can't have you complaining about how unfair it is all now, can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? It's about the one writing all the rules. They are actually one of the participants in the skilling game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that. When you all first got together in the main hall, back when there were 15 people there, right? I think that at the first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding, are you saying? That's right, there weren't actually 15 of you. The total number of students part in the skilling game was actually 16. 16 then?
戦場ムクロ。この学園に潜む16人目の高校生。超高校級の絶望と呼ばれる女子高校生。戦場ムクロに気をつけて。
The 16 students, Makuru Ikusaba. She's part of the school life. She's the one making what the regulations is. Why? Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Well, because, like I told you, the skilling game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know? Makes sense? Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm gonna share a little secret with you. You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out, all the time? But don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. Okay, now that's all you get. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand. The tattoo? Wait, but no, Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? That's why Kyoko wears those gloves to hide the scars, which means... those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Forget about her, what matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's strap. Strap? God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuru was a student here. Obviously Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuru is the one creating the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that, and why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the case? Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began. But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind. Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point. Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense than to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely seems possible, but if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected. Well, are you coming? Hurry up and check that locker. That's what we are here for, after all. There are wooden lockers here. They use wood block keys, just like those super traditional public bathhouses. Looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers. Makoto, do you see the locker farthest to the right? That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found at the locker, right? Well, just try it. Okay. The locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. There are arrows in here? Looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they are made out of titanium, which means they are quite strong despite how thin they are. Plus without a bow, they are nothing but strong little strong sticks. Oh, there's something else inside the locker. It's a weathered up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for. Is that bloodstain? If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow, but how could it possibly be involved? I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Something wrong? It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case, but how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room? Or perhaps Byakuya? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. What next location? There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir? You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in the school would you go to do research on something? We're talking about the archive? That's right, the archive has all kinds of info and the general public doesn't have access to. We only have so much time before the trial begins, that's sorry. I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Byakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand and went straight to the shelf in the back. Ah, here we go. He quickly returned with a file in a hand. Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever, I read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations which most of us are highly classified. However, some time ago they completely ceased all activity. At present, the continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate that they were all killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they had acquired. Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within the group and they simply imploded. What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. But it isn't, this is our reality. The only reality. These people are part of our world. The battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. Unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it, the report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right, it said Fenrir is the wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they are the member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad needs a tattoo on their hand. Would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean... I'm not gonna do the trial, I'm gonna go to bed. But this was fun. What I'm gonna say is that Kyoko is not the victim. But then who the murderer is? I don't know, man. Wait, what did he say? This is utterly silent and yet it constantly assaults us organisms, the earth, natural phenomena. It damages us by little until then. You should really think about that. Anyways, time to begin class trial. So please meet up in the usual spot. Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial. To seem that way, let's go. Oh, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together, just the two of you? Or are you jealous? Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself? Stop talking and brace yourselves, he'll be here any second. Any second, he could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself, but... He stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen, and then 5 minutes became 10. What's going on? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet? Maybe he died again? Maybe, what should we do? Should we keep waiting here? Or what? Jesus! Did I scare you? I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can start till everyone's here. Now, can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We have all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I arrange the punishment right now. It's me you're waiting for. I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look. I'm here, and no rules been broken. Kyoko. Kyoko, you're still alive? No, that's a ghost. Stop talking. If you wanna fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right? But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late? I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. Now make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator, I'll be just one step ahead of you. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko? So you really didn't die? Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. He's right, now we just gotta deal with a ghost. I told you, stop talking. Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me. Good call, who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
でも
I'll be happy when this trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator, but I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you?
そう
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. Second floor? There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body has been discovered. Then when did you find out?
それは
Just now, I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. It took some time to go over the crime scene first. Can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
でも
I'm sorry to keep you all waiting, but if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to.
違うわ
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
つまり
I use Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What? Yoko's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
もっと
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
苗木
We
君
can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
どうやら
Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. Class trial is so important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for
じ
her?
ゃあね
Well, if that's all, seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Being the last one, I stepped into the elevator, and the door slid shut. I'm going to wait for the game to tell me I can save my game.
楽しみ楽しみ
I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. You know what? I'm gonna save here. I can't deal with the hype. If anything is revealed, I won't be able to sleep. Did I save again? Okay, see you guys the next time.